trophies speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Minnesota's offense comes onto the field first today. Guys, I know some would have a hard time believing it, but Iowa scored more than 30 points in this game last year and won 5th straight against the Gophers, taking Floyd of Rosedale back to Iowa City. But again, they scored 31 points, David.
Yeah, and they scored 24 in the second half and just ran away with it. Running the football, Caleb Johnson, hold on. Yep, he just rushed for...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. Power football with the run.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Great job by the back on the option. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. One
the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got us, and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the boot, looking for his man. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Got rid of it just in time.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Kennick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Under fire. Man, that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moulton. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact, people keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Coleman. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace But this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Iowa! How about this back staying on track and getting it on the option?
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick shovel pass. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on first and 10. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moulton. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now on the option. Now the toss. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it. And that ball's free behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Back to throw, it's Lindsey. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And now this offense will take the field again. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the pitch. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 6th play of the drive coming up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Creates a little room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Turner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it to the back on the draw. Fighting off the defender. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Turner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return and give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block. Maybe.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Slithers into space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Got his man downfield. And the 45 on its way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Gill. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Gill. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to run for it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Hawkeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a man miss.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. And and he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Moulton. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Makes the grab. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Running the red zone, it's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Nice move there. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gives it on the option. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Gives it on the option. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the tailback. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Lindsey. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Tracy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They'll ride the hot hand. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Turner. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Handoff to the lone back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. He'll be ridden out of bounds, and he didn't even have a chance of getting that one in, and they'll turn it over on downs. On the run, it's Patterson. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Power football with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. From the gun, running back gets to give. Spins away from the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Finds his big tight end. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Golden Gophers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Handoff from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, better look out! He breaks a tackle. And the offense out on the field to go back to work.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And that one's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down.
To kick it away.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. From the gun, the running back has it. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Coleman. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap, it's Turner. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Once upon a time, these two played for a live hog, but Iowa will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.